So just in case you were wondering, I've got wood. That's right, today it is time to start putting insulation and wallboard up in the trailer. I've had a couple setbacks over the last week. One of the major one being the air conditioner has been floating around Tucson for like 4 or 5 days, 4 days. For some reason or other, FedEx isn't delivering it. And so come Monday, I'm going to have a conversation with FedEx, and I'm going to have a conversation with Pioneer Air Conditioning and see how that works out. But until then, I figure I can start getting the walls, from what I can, start getting them finished. All right, so I got this wire, the one I talked about in the last video. I got that one run down to a wall outlet. The outlet's not on it yet, but the box is in the wall, swept, ready for insulation. Nothing else is getting mounted to this wall. You know, the awning is going to go on that wall. Nothing else is getting mounted to this wall. The air conditioner, if I ever get it, will be in the floor right here, plugged into that outlet. And so I am ready to sheet and insulate at least this, if not this, and part of that. So let's do it. The insulation that I am using is from Depot, and it's this foil-backed 1-inch closed foam Sika Pro Select. I guess that's upside down. But this Sika Pro Select, and it has... Oh, the R value is on the other part that I've already cut off. This is a scrap piece from the front wall when I did the front wall, so I could put all the electric in. But of all the stuff Depot carries, this has the highest R value of the 1-inch foam. I've already got my first board measured out. They were on top, so I'm going to go ahead and cut all those, set them to the side, and then get the insulation cut. Already got the first board laid out, got my line drawn. Let's go. All right, so I'm not going to cut this sheet yet, but as a quick educational tip, what you saw me doing there, if you're not already aware on how to do this, is what I was doing was marking my measurement, which is 76, and then going to 77.25 and making another measurement. Why was I going to 77.25? Because the distance from this edge to my blade, to the inside of my blade, which is what my line was going to be on, to the inside of my blade is 1.25 inches. And then when I set my straight edge on here and clamped it in place, this guide, the plate of the saw, then followed that for an easy straight line. I think in the last video I mentioned I was stopping the wall short. So right there is 76. So that's about, half an inch or so short of the loops that I have in this run here to hold the wiring. So the wall board is going to stop a ½ inch short. The ceiling board, once the ceiling goes in, is also going to stop about a ½ inch short or something, because maybe a little less than that. But because what I'm going to do is I'm going to put, I'm not going to use this, I'm going to use a PVC trim, but something like this will go on the wall board, and that will cover up the gap, but allow me to unscrew that piece or take that piece off and access the wiring down each side. However, the insulation can be full height. So my insulation is going to be 78. I think I'll do the insulation at 77.5. Yeah, I'll do the insulation at 77.5 because that'll allow me, if I want to tuck some of this up above the insulation without getting into the screws from the exterior that come through. Alright, so it looks like I might have to take another run to depot. So what I forgot to get while I was there this morning was I needed to get a piece of 1-inch either angle or square tubing aluminum, because I need to put another ceiling truss or joist, whatever, right behind the spring here for the door in order for me to get my ceiling as close as possible to it. Which means I can't put the insulation and wall board on this side because, I'll move you here. I can't put the insulation and wall board, I can put the insulation in, I guess, but I can't put the wall board up until that's up because I need to screw that piece in. All that good fun stuff. So I guess I can put this piece of insulation in, run back to depot, get that piece, screw that in, and then start sheeting this wall, because this wall is just about ready to sheet. I have one piece of insulation to do down there, but that rib is going to hold me up. I'm not supposed to record in Home Depot. I did a little bit, but got my square tubing, 8 foot, gonna cut it when I get back, get it screwed into place, and continue on my merry way. Let's go. All right, I got it measured out. What's sad is this is probably the straightest thing on this trailer now. If you're not aware already of Pace's complete lack of craftsmanship, go check out the other videos. This is a good for instance here. So at the top, this thing is 18 and almost 5/8. At the bottom, it's 18. So this is 18 and a half. They call it 18 and a half at a snug fit, I guess. And this is 18 and 3/4 strong. So yeah, it's like, it's a 1/4 inch out. Just that one stud. So, all the installation's done. I got things taped that I needed to get taped. Just to kind of fill the gaps a little bit. I'll cut some more. I'll cut some little square pieces or little triangular pieces of insulation for around the window here. Went to go put the first board up, which is behind you. You can't see it. And I'm going to have to custom cut every board. This thing is so out of square and the studs are so uneven that I'm going to have to custom cut every board. It's aggravating that American craftsmanship, right? This made in the USA, that American craftsmanship is this bad and this inconsistent. I showed you the stuff behind the wall in the original video, one of the early videos, where well over half the screws aren't hitting anything. Same thing with the walls. There weren't even screws down one whole section of wall. And now this. I'm aggravated. And on top of all that, I realized I forgot to grab the multi-tool saw from work on Friday in order to cut my outlets out. And I don't have anything here to do that. I have a circular saw and I'm not going to use that. I guess what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and wire this up. I'll wire up the outlet for the AC, which is down below the camera right now, and get the plugs in on the inverter side, on the wires for the inverter, so I can plug it in. That way, if my AC shows up, which I'm sort of at the point where I kind of doubt it is, if my AC shows up, I can at least plug it in, get it, halfway mounted and running for next weekend, and not be 100 degrees in here while I'm trying to work. And I just go in and out the walk-in door instead of having the drawbridge door all the way open. I think that's probably the better plan right now. I'm aggravated about the walls. I'm aggravated about the AC not being here like it's supposed to be, because that's what today was supposed to be, was installing the AC. I'm aggravated with myself now because I forgot to get the saw to cut out for my outlets. So yeah, that's it. I appreciate everybody out there who's watching. I know it's titled like insulating, you know, a trailer or something like that. It'll be titled something like that. And very little insulation actually got done, just one wall. But it's what I got done today. And so I do appreciate everybody out there sticking with me and supporting the channel. And we'll see what happens next week. I may pick away at this throughout the week. So by next weekend, there hopefully, maybe, will be some more done by the time I turn the camera back on. Thank you guys out there for watching. We'll talk to you later.